Beatrice Auntie Kaplan is the fourth and final lieutenant in the division's pursuit of the main target, Stovepipe. She has been located on the streets of DC, and agents are now closing in. Beatrice Auntie Kaplan, with her deceptively sweet and unassuming presence, harbors a dark and dangerous side that lurks beneath the surface. Mocking the conventional expectations of society, Kaplan, having no desire to have children, would often joke about a future as an eccentric old cat lady. During basic training, at the first target practice session, a new recruit playfully gave her the name Auntie. Shortly after, this new recruit, as well as Kaplan, would be involved in what she called a reloading accident that would ultimately claim the recruit's life. Any doubts of whether the incident was actually an accident would be cleared up after she shamelessly seized the opportunity to wield her newfound infamy. Insisting that everyone address her as Auntie, she sought to instill a sense of fear and respect from those around her. Auntie showed no guilt or remorse for her actions, and instead used it as a stark reminder of the ever-present danger and mortality that haunted their lives if they crossed her, but also to solidify her position of power and dominance within the ranks. When she heard news about the True Sons aligning themselves with the Black Tusk, she was most excited about the fact that she would no longer go by the name Petty Officer Kaplan, and instead have people continue to refer to her as Auntie.
We're in position, fully stocked and awaiting orders, General.
Thank you, Kaplan.
Auntie.
Right. Thank you, Auntie.
No problem, General. About those orders?
Continue to do perimeter sweeps of all known division control locations and look for any weak spots or opportunities.
And if I find any, you want me to move in or report back?
Observe and report for now. Natalia has a plan, and we need to support her vision.
Do we get to know what that vision is?
Eventually, when the time is right. We still don't know who we can trust. This alliance is too new, and Lewis has unfortunately brought too many people to his side.
You worried about Bantam?
Should I be?
Well, is he still insisting you call him Lieutenant Bantam?
Yes.
It's like switching teams. Just because you put on the uniform, it doesn't make you a part of the team. And if you won't even put on the uniform, how much do you really want to be on the new team?
Right. Good point, Auntie.
Permission to go off base.
Why?
I want to meet Kirst in person.
Permission denied.
I just need 2 hours. We can find a neutral place to meet.
Why do you want to meet him?
He reached out. Wants me to help root out the rest of the rats and traitors.
We talking about Bantam again?
No. Bantam's too chicken shit to do anything. He'll die before he grows the balls to defy orders.
I don't know about that.
He's harmless. I mean, unless you order him to kill people, then he's actually pretty good at his job. But he's not one to get original ideas.
And if a bad actor gets in his ear?
Oh, well, then yeah, he can be easily manipulated. You want me to keep tabs on him, just in case?
That might not be a bad idea. But quietly, remotely. Don't let him know you're watching.
That's the only way I know how to watch. Permission denied.
Why?
Worried I'll draw too much attention? Need to stay on mission? Worried I'll get distracted or something? Who knows?
That's too bad. I was really looking forward to meeting you.
Me too. Is it true you were stationed in Germany when this all went down?
It is.
You ever see combat before this?
I've been deployed.
What's your number?
Before this? 20 or 30... After 50, I stopped counting.
Really?
Yeah. Too hard to keep track.
Not for me.
What's your number?
372.
Were you deployed before this?
Nope. Went through basic and joined the Guard, but never got to see any real action until the JTF was activated.
372 kills this year? That's impressive.
371. Actually.
These comms are just a continuation of the conversations Kirst was having with Natalia. She has asked Kirst to get in touch with Auntie and use her to help weed out the traitors. These are all showing that Natalia doesn't hold the True Sons in particularly high regard, especially after Captain Lewis jumped ship with a large group of the True Sons. It also shows that Natalia continues to have absolutely no confidence in General Anderson. He is being left completely in the dark, and now has her men going around him in order to discuss plans with certain True Sons.
You lied to me.
You need to be more specific, Stovepipe.
I know about the dirty bombs.
What about them?
Your little experiment here? Someone stole it and used it in St. Louis.
What experiment?
The goddamn dirty bombs, Natalia!
Stovepipe? I have never approved experimental dirty bombs. Perhaps the isolation is getting to you?
You're full of shit, Natalia.
I do not appreciate your tone.
I don't give a shit. Get me out of here. I'm done.
Finish setting up the base at Coney Island, and I'll send a relief team to finish your mission in New York. We can sort out this confusion when you get back to base.
Through this interaction, we learn of the location of Stovepipe, Coney Island. It sounds like he is setting up a base for an attack on New York City. With all of these past comms this season, it appears Natalia could be planning to use dirty bombs on the city. Obviously, Stovepipe isn't particularly happy about this and chooses to call her out. And who can blame him? Everything we've heard has led us to similar suspicions. One thing is for certain though, the disrespect he has shown, there is no way Natalia will let that slide. Auntie's downfall started with a tip that reached the division agents, revealing her presence in Washington DC's West End district. With this information in hand, the agents embarked on a mission to dismantle the True Sun outposts, progressing through until they eventually find out that Auntie was located on Roosevelt Island. The island stood as a daunting challenge for the determined agents, but undeterred by the overwhelming odds, they pressed forward, navigating the treacherous landscape of the compound. The area had been heavily fortified by the True Sons, presenting a formidable challenge for the agents to overcome, but step by step they would push through and eventually close in on Auntie. However, in typical division agent fashion, they would shoot first and ask questions later. They actually didn't get a visual confirmation on the target before one-shotting something through some foliage. They would have to run to the other side of the map to confirm it was her, and with this target down and all available intel gathered, the agents would be able to move on to the main target, Stovepipe. Though I hope her sister doesn't seek revenge, I don't think that fight would go down in quite the same way. Obviously, when these final targets come out, the main target is then released immediately after, so there isn't really any reason for me to speculate on anything. Plus, I think a lot of you are waiting for me to hurry up and talk about what we saw in the wrap-up of the season. So I won't waste your time and I'll finish this one up quickly. I'm in the process of writing the script on the final, and all I'll say is, wow, they definitely ended the season and year 4 with a bang. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Extremis Malus, Extrema Remedia.